Get your Hiya Toys Godzilla figures at the Kowkis Toys website. Discount codes are given in the description below. Good day everyone, Jamesimus Prime here, and today I'm going to review the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla Re-Evolved version from Godzilla Kong the New Empire. So this is the one of the figures that many people are debating about in the internet in terms of painting. Are there any changes in this mold? Is there anything new in this mold? So I'm going to show you if there is something new, or it's just another reused mold for like 7th time or 8th time. So we're going to tackle that in this video. So these figures are not just reused and remolded. There are improvements, and I'm going to show you later. So okay, without further ado, let's first take a look at the box. So the box has a very good box art. So here you go. We got Godzilla here. Godzilla, and on the side, Godzilla Kong the New Empire. On the top side, on the left or right side of the box, and the under or the bottom of the box, you have Godzilla Kong the New Empire. In the back of the box, you see here, got Godzilla again, Godzilla Kong the New Empire, and some warnings and stuff, and the infos about this product, and Hiya Toys infos as well. So okay, without further ado, let's take a look at our main character here. Okay, I'm going to put some lights. Okay, I guess that helps. So here we go. We gotta zoom in on our body. Okay, zoom in. There we go. So what are the differences in this mold? So first we're going to take a discussion, or we're going to take our time to take a look at this mold. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There is nothing new about this mold, except for the neck. So how? Why the neck? So the neck became slim and a bit longer than the previous Godzilla vs. Kong updated version. The paint, yep, there's a lack of brown paint on the figure if you're going to refer to the promotional pictures. But for me, it actually looks like the promotional pictures because the dry brushing is there. The dry brushing is there, as you can see. Zoom in further. See that? The dry brushings, the gray, the stuff, it's there. And that's how they promoted the figure in the promo pictures. I think the brown look in the promotional pictures, it's because of the earthly terrain in the diorama, and it reflected to the figure, which is, of course, they should have thought of that. So the eyes, the head, as you can see, the eyes are beautifully painted. The eyes are beautifully painted. The teeth, however, is just brown paint. The tongue is I'd say it's a dark violet. I think it's dark violet. There. Now we got a look at a traumatized Godzilla. So anyway, so the dry brushings all over there. As you can see, it looks very good. It's a dry brush of gray, light gray. There. The chest has a visible brown tan paint, but the top layer is dry brushed with gray paint. Let's talk about the articulation. So articulation is basically the same, but we're going to show you the main event or the main character of the articulation section. But first, for the sake of our review, articulation, head, up and down, left to right. Because of the updated neck from the translucent version, this figure adapted that new neck, and he has his upgraded neck. See that? Alright, arms 360, can spin 360, in and out, in and out. Elbows, it's on a hinge, but it's not that limited. I'm going to demonstrate it so you will not be confused. Focus. So you get my point. See? You get more range there. So hands, there. It's on a swivel, and the diaphragm is on a huge ball joint. So I'm always suggesting on Instagram that Hiya Toys, please upgrade this type of joint, because in stop motion you can't move Godzilla like freely because it's just one big joint. It can rock from side to side and up and down. So let's hope Hiya Toys upgrades that. So the legs can go to full 360. The knees are on the hinge. You can move, you can rotate. The toes, or I'd say the ankles, have a rocker movement. They're on a ball joint. You can rotate them as well. Okay, so here we go. The tail. Get my point? There you go. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 barbell style ball joints. So I'm gonna explain later why it has so many range of movement. So it's gonna be an updated tail. I call it an updated tail. So yeah, so there's the articulation. So let's compare it with the previous Godzilla figures. Updated Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. Zoom in. There you go. Now again, I want you to pause the video to see the difference in the neck. Okay? So what are the difference? Look at the neck. The neck. If you can observe, or I'll just show up a photo here right now. So the neck of the re-evolved Godzilla is slim. The neck of the re-evolved Godzilla is slim and much more longer. The neck of the previous Hiya Toys Godzilla vs. Kong updated mold is short and more broad. What do you mean broad? Here. Look at the camera, traumatized Godzilla. So here, the neck is more broad. I say fat, or it's broad. Get my point. While this is slim and more longer. So about the difference in the paint, this Godzilla has more greenish look, while this one has more dry brushed gray with the highlights of tan. The size, it's just the same. It's just the same. So 7-inch scale. So Hiya Toys Re-Evolved Godzilla is the fully painted version of the Hiya Toys Translucent Godzilla. So again, why? Longer neck. The other Godzilla figures doesn't have that longer neck. The effect happened when translucent Godzilla became a thing. I'm going to show you something. It's going to pop up right now. That the neck was restored or updated by Hiya Toys. So if you compare, I'm going to show it again. Another picture proving that Hiya Toys Translucent Godzilla has a new neck compared to the other molds. So as you can see, if you have the translucent Godzilla, it's a very good figure. Now, if you're going to think about buying the pre-evolved Godzilla, you should consider this one. It's a very good figure. So, final thoughts. This figure is very, very amazing. I really love this figure. So, lights. There you go. So this figure, the pre-evolved Godzilla, is definitely the pinnacle of the Dougherty design. It's very awesome. The joint tolerance is perfect. I can definitely use this in stop motion many times. And I'll always choose this figure whenever I'm going to make a stop motion about Godzilla. Do I recommend buying this figure? Yes, I do. This is definitely good. You'll never regret getting this. Now, if you're nitpicky and you always want to see the flaws in everything, and then don't buy this figure for the sake of hating it. Get this because you want it or you enjoy it. Okay? Now, I told you earlier about the tail. So, what are the differences of this figure? So, the differences of this figure compared to the old molds is that this figure has an updated tail. I called it the updated tail. So, what's with this tail? I took this apart when I did the unboxing. I took this tail apart. This gap fillers of the tail, see that? It's a tail, and you need to get it in, and that's the thing that covers the gap. This part of the tail. They made it bigger. The hole bigger. They made the hole bigger. So the tail can move so freely. The tail can move freely right now. So to summarize it, this tail has a more range of movement. It's the third segment of the tail, and look at it. Look at the motion I am doing with the tail. It goes up and down into a certain point. Up and down. So what does that mean? It has a lot of space in it. So it moves really freely. It moves freely. Okay? So when you compare it, the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong, 1, 2, 3, the third segment of the tail, look. Can't even move as much as the pre-evolved does. So again, I recommend you get this figure. You can get it at Kowkis Toys. You can use my discount code Jamesimus for a 6% off discount. Links given on the description below. So thank you so much guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. Do good, stay safe, and God bless you guys. Thank you.